Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. This is the AOR GT3 Pro League Season 5 Round 6 here at the Dubai Autodrome, the international circuit layout. I'm just going to double check that all is well with the stream. It would seem to be. Apologies for the fact that it has paused. Just double checking that all is in place. Yes, it is. Let us get on with this then. We are in a practice session before qualifying. We've had a little bit of a server problem so far, but we appear to be golden. Enzo, first time on track in his trusty Aston Martin. Now, I am not particularly familiar with this circuit. I will, as usual, be referring to the map here. I do, this time, have a printout of the map for me to refer to for corner numbers. So here we have Enzo in his trusty Aston. Oh, we have a time already, do we? No, we have Ironic coming out in the M3. I swear his M3 was yellow last time. Not that particularly matters. Out he comes nonetheless. So who have we got with us for today's race? It is 20 cars. As you can see, in 20 including me, so 19 drivers currently with us. Ironic ends up... Okay, Ironic has left the session for some reason. Hopefully he will return to us. So we have Enzo, Barax, Viteguy, Esteban Viso, Branderos, Mr. Alcon, Jan Decoy, One Tire, Rido 7105, Umar Ahmed, El Nano, El Dilla, Solar is a new entrant into this league. Welcome to you. Infected Space, and myself, of course I won't be running. Ziprunner, 3147, Hamish Sopwith, and Pan. So, let us see who is doing what. There is Enzo in his Aston. He's just started a lap coming down to turn 1. A double right-hander coming into turn 2. There it is. Long right-hander there, and then into a sharp braking over turn 3. Actually, we're going to do that. We may as well jump on board with them. There's the right king of turn 4. The other long straight in this circuit is here. And he slowed down. Oh, Enzo! I was watching you then. Who else can we find? Brax 110. Oh, he's a couple of corners on from where we've just seen. He's just coming around turn 7, I believe that is. Yes, it is. So he's just coming down the straightaway to the full speed turn 8, just come through there. There is turn 9, the long left-hander beyond 180 degrees, almost 270 degree left-hander, and then straight away into the right-hander of turn 10, short straight, just beyond the pit entrance into turn 11. So let's watch the external camera. There is turn 11 there onto the home straight, and that is it. That is your lot. Now, some corner count, I think, have this as a 12-corner circuit. There's a couple of places with this tiny little turns that I haven't actually written down the number of, mainly because there's no apex markers, and therefore they're fairly pointless, so never mind. Amos Sopwith, who has set up today's server, so if it's wrong, it's his fault. He's got One Tire, that's the race winner from last week. Wonderful wet race at Road America, which One Tire won spectacularly in the last round from the M3 runner of Branderos. And Ironic was with us, but appears not to have rejoined, although he won't be able to as the session time run out. He will hopefully be able to during quali. There is One Tire just slipping past Hamish there. Hello again, Blahey. Thank you for coming along. Always glad to have you on board. You are always welcome in this stream. So this is the practice session just coming to an end. So 15 minutes qualifying session now awaits us. So let us see who has got what here at the Dubai Autodrome. And if all being well, I will hopefully come out and have a little bit of a giggle fest for when I try and do a run in the practice session in between the quali and the race. Here we are then. For 15 minutes of qualifying. Just going to correct a window, which of course is just paused. There we go, we are underway. If anybody needs to join, hopefully now they will be able to do so. Let's just jump up, see who is coming out of the circuit. We have a few drivers just coming out. We have Brax 110 in the roof coming out of the pits now. Can't tell who that is in front of him. Ironic has returned to us. Neptune has rejoined the session. So Ironic, welcome back. Hopefully you'll be able to stick around this time. A couple of cars ahead. There's Vice Guy just coming out of the pits then. If I get the correct camera. Here we go. There's Esteban Viso with his brightly coloured McLaren there. So close to a podium last week. Let's see how he can do this week. Oh, a little bit of a frame rate struggle there for some reason. Randoros in his trusty M3 is there somewhere. I don't think he's actually come out of the pits yet. Oh, wrong. Nope, he's still in the pits. Also can find Mr. Alcon. He'll be in the McLaren. He has not gone yet. Oh, now did we just lose? We just lost Mr. Alcon. Oh dear. Still got time to sort out these connection issues, however. With just 13.5 minutes to go. We don't have any time on the board yet. No, we do not. He's Neptune. The last man of the server. Here's Jan Decoy. He's changed colour since in his Z4. The last time we saw him. And Seri has joined us. Hello, Seri. Welcome to you. And out of the pits he comes. Straight into the server and straight on with the job. Out he comes then. In his Aston. He's Neptune in his Aston has yet to move. Ironic in the M3 coming out of the pits. Again, is he able to do anything? Is he doing anything? Let's see. Yes, he is. Fantastic. So Ironic is with us. Enzo in his Aston. Where is that? That is... Yep, that's coming around turn 9. And Mr. Alcon has returned to us, or is returning to us. Oh, fantastic. So there's 21 runners we have potentially for this race. Brax 110 in the roof. Oh, he's in a bit of a chain there with Attila and Solar. Ah, we have a Bentley runner with Solar now entering our league. We have a Bentley runner. With that unmistakable deep rumble of the Bentley. Now that... Oh, that's running very wide. And... Oh, that's... I thought that was a breakboard disappearing into the sky there. I think that was actually birds flying off in the distance. I do apologise for the frame rate drop. I don't really know what's causing that, but unfortunately there is not a thing I can do about it. Oh, goodness me, I'm terribly sorry. That's me clicking on the wrong windows. How terribly professional of me. Right. We still haven't got any... we haven't got any laps on the board as yet. Still plenty of time for people to do so. We have a big old clump of cars here with Jan Decoy, Brax 110, Solar and Attila all dripping over each other. No good racing now, gentlemen. That's not going to help you. Save that for the race, which happens after now. So you see Brax 110. Where is he? He is... Oh, looks like Ironic's having trouble with the steering again. And we have some times on the board now. El Nano is the first to set a time then, with a 1:33.780. Currently in pole, Jan Decoy with a 1:34.456 in the Z4. He's around there somewhere, apparently. Oh, there he is. Esteban Viso in the McLaren, currently third with a 1:34.496. We have Infected Space just jumped into the 9th position. I see on the overlay. Rodido 7105. Oh, Worn Tyres jumped into 2nd position then. Oh, with Enzo getting into the pole spot. Good job. 1:33.642. Demoting all this. Worn Tyre just jumped into what was 2nd position initially. And been demoted to 3rd with a 1:33.952. Last week's race winner. What else have we got then? What else have we got? We've got times all the way down to 12th by the look of it. Yeah, we have people on laps at the moment below then. So, Worn Tyre 3rd, Jan Decoy currently 4th, and in the sand. Something Dubai is famous for. Oh, someone going on the infield there. That is T147. Boomerament is jumped into 10th position, I see on the overlays. So, Brando Ross in his M3, jumping into 4th place with a 1:34.401. Nice work, sir. Jan Decoy 5, Esteban Viso 6, 1:34.496. Relo 71057 now. The 1:34.751, Brax 110. He's just coming across the line. Does he improve? No, if anything, he jumps down because Attila is gone into 4th. Where is he? There he is. Whoa! Ow! That's gonna need a headache. That's gonna need some headache pills. Where is he? Oh, he carried on. Someone give that man an aspirin. That was a fair old clout. So Attila in 4th then with a 1:34.381. Fantastic. And that demotes Brando Ross down to 5th. Challenging Decoy, Esteban Viso, Relo, Brax 110 as we saw. There's Infected Space in the Corvette as we see. There's Solar in the Brabham? Goodness me, that's my old Formula 1 knowledge. In the Bentley. Brabham, what on earth am I talking about? Brax 110, they're just coming out of the pits, and Mr. Alcon has set the 8th fastest time in his McLaren with 1:34.525. He's Neptune, jumps into 15th position. And there is Mr. Alcon flying past. Who's he just gone past there? That is Hamish Sopwith in the Z4. Relo in the pits. Brax 110. Where is he? He's on the back straight, I think. Yes, he is. Just coming down to turn 5. Umar Ahmed in the same position. He's just jumped in the pit. Zip Plummer in his McLaren. That is in the... Yep, that is turn 6. He's just come through. So he is on a hot lap, I believe. Pan in the Z4. 13th with 1:35.112. Vice Guy in the roof. 1:35.557. Currently 14th. Seri, 15th position in the Aston. 1:35.628. 16th position is Neptune. 1:35.904. Still just over 8 minutes to go on this session. So plenty of time to do something about it. Infected Space in the Corvette. 1:36.355 with Solar on his tail. Ironic in his M3. Looking to hopefully improve on 18th position from 1:37.510. There is Solar. He's just jumped into 4th. Oh, what a statement of intent. First race in the series and slams it into 4th place ahead of Brando Ross. Good job. 1:34.127. Hopefully he wasn't interrupted too much by Infected Space, and hopefully Infected Space isn't being delayed by Solar. Mr. Alcon just improved slightly into 8th position. Just seen there is a 1:34.494. Just jump back down the order. There's Seri. He's moved up to 12th place. 1:34.99. He's in the pit. Zip Plummer, where is he? He is on the back straight, so he's got a while to go before he finishes. There's Pan. I think he's in his... he's just started the lap, I think. Currently 15th, 1:35.112. Vice Guy is in the pits. Neptune, having been demoted to 17th. He is just coming through turn 4. Infected Space in the Corvette, as previously mentioned, right in the middle of a pack there. That's coming through turn 7 now. Ironic in the M3. I think he's come to the end of his lap. Yes, he is. He's just come through turn 10. Down towards the final turn then. Let's just follow him through his lap. Or through the end of his lap. And see how he does. And the line is there. And he only 17th. 1:35.608. It's quite a much more compact field than we've seen in recent races, I think. Here's Neptune then. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. He's just coming through turn 8 with Seri right on his tail. Currently 18th, 1:35.903. Infected Space is 19th. He's at the beginning of his lap. Me, 147 is parked it on circuit, and Hamish Sopwith is out doing a lap now. Just jumped up to Neptune. That should be the final turn. Yes, he is. Does he improve from 18th position? Answer is... no, he remains in that position. Does Seri improve? Doesn't look like it. Seri's still 13th. Have a look at the map. Who is that coming over the line? Unfortunately, there's no way for me to tell unless they improve, and the overlay doesn't look like anybody improved. Let's see who else we can find. Umar Ahmed is now on circuit. He's just coming through the long turn 9 towards through turn 10 down the hill towards turn 11. I think it's downhill. Not 100% certain. That looked like 147's on the move. With just over 5 minutes of this session remaining. Uma coming around the final turn. Does he improve? No, he does not. So remains 14th with 1:34.973. Still 2 drivers yet to set a lap. That is Erti and Hamish. So they could end up starting behind me on the rolling start. Uma still continuing with his lap. We have more people coming over the line. There's Pan just coming out of the pits in the Z4. Vice Guy's around there somewhere. He's in the pits. He's not moving. There's Ironic, who, by the sound of it, is suffering from a bit of a steering bug issue, but is continuing around his lap nonetheless. He had a brilliant podium last race out, but he's still 17th at this stage with 1:35.608. Let's just see what the gaps are. So 1:33.642 for Enzo is the current pole position time, and the current slowest time is just over 2 seconds. So that's closer than we have seen in recent races from first to last. Brilliant job. Looking forward to this race. Quite a wide circuit, so should have some interesting opportunities for overtaking as well. And as you can see, it is in the dry. It's Dubai. What on earth do you expect? So here we have Ironic then, just coming up to turn 5 with Brax 110 directly behind him. Oh, that is quite a bit of lag going on there, unfortunately. Nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Oh, that didn't sound too happy as he was rumbling down the braking there for around turn 7. I think it was turn 7. Yes, it was. Down the straight then, left-hander of turn 8. Who's that? That's El Nano in the McLaren, currently in 3rd place at the back of this chain of 3. Ironic running a little bit wide there, although he could have possibly gone for a late aim. Oh dear! And introduces his car to the wall. That again could be steering issues that he is experiencing. Oh dear, it could be a long day in the office for Ironic in the N3. 3 minutes to go then of this session. The pole time, whoa, I'm going the wrong way. Pole time still held by this man Enzo. He's not going to have time to come out and do a hot lap as well as his warm-up lap, so that is his session done. A worn tyre in 2nd position. Last week's race winner in the Aston. What's the gap between 1st and 2nd? 42 hundredths of a second. That is all. Let's just follow. Oh, someone parked around here somewhere. Oh no, they've gone into the pits. Oh, I'm getting my clicks all wrong. Here comes worn tyres. He comes through turn 10, down over the crest, down to turn 11. Patience with the throttle on. He comes then down the start finish straight. Does he take the pole? Answer is he does not, but he has got time to finish this lap if he chooses to do so. So worn tyre still holds 2nd position then. 3rd is El Nano in the McLaren, 1:33.780. Just the top 3 are underneath 1:34, so it's just 1.5 tenths separates the podium 3 at the moment. 2 Astons and a McLaren as El Nano comes around turn. Yes, he's just coming through turn 9. Round the long left-hander now. 10. Over the crest. Turn 11. 1.5 minutes remaining. If you're not on a hot lap now, you will not finish it. El Nano's last chance then. Does he improve from 3rd position? Let us see. Answer is he does not. He does not improve. Where's worn tyre? Worn tyre is... So he's coming up to turn 8 now. This is the last chance saloon then for most people to improve their lap. In fact, space just pipping Neptune then for 18th position. That's a pair of Astons fighting out there. Hamish Sopwith has got himself a lap in, but Erty has not. Here comes Warden Tyre then as he comes over the crest down towards turn 11. Does he improve? He's just got that 4 hundredths of a, well, just over 5 hundredths of a second to find. Does he do so? Answer is he does! He does indeed. Worn Tyre has stolen the pole time. 1:33.348. 3 tenths of a second between him and Enzo. He has denied Enzo his first pole of the season. El Nano's in the pits, so is Solar, 4th position. What a great start for you. Here comes Brando Ross to finish lap. Does he improve? He does not. He remains in 5th position with a 1:34.209. There is Mr. Alcon, and that's someone clanking into the barrier. Wow. I would imagine most people are in the pits now. Yeah, we've only got 2 runners still on circuit. Mr. Alcon is one of them, but that is the end of your qualifying session. And so, your top 10 is Worn Tyre, Enzo, El Nano, Solar, Brando Ross, Mr. Alcon, Rido, Attila, Jan Decoy, and Esteban Viso. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff indeed. I've just realised my steering wheel's not actually plugged in, so I won't be coming out for a giggle drive after all. I'm sorry to disappoint you there. We have a few people coming out to play, however. Let's see if we can pick one. There's Attila in his riff coming out. Oh, we have quite a few people coming out to play. I think that's Vice Guy coming out as well. Oh, Enzo's left. Oh dear, second place starter Enzo has left the session. He does have time to return, but not very much. Hopefully Enzo can return to us and resume his second position, but that's going to cause trouble because he's now going to start out of position. Hopefully Enzo can rejoin and we may be able to sort that out later on. Jan Decoy making his feelings of the game known. Oh, I really hope Enzo is able to return to us. That would be a great shame. So close to a pole start, and for his game to cause him trouble. Return to us, Enzo. Return to us. I think Enzo's actually restarting his game. Let's watch El Nano then as he comes through turn number 7. Down the dogleg straight. There's turn 8. Just watching the list to see if Enzo is able to return to us. It's such a shame if he loses that second position because of game crashing or whatever. It will be a great, great shame. Down to the final turn for Enzo then. Let's watch on board with El Nano rather, beg your pardon. So here he is then on the start and finish straight. 3 minutes of the session remaining. It doesn't look like Enzo has been able to get back to us, so it could be that Enzo has been denied a second place start, but we will see if he has been able to sneak in before the 3 minute time. Yes, he has! Yes, he has! That is good news indeed. Enzo returns to us. Brilliant stuff. So El Nano then. So here is turn 4. On to the back straight. That's one tyre we see ahead of us. As roughly as long as the start finish straight this one, as we come down to the heavy braking zone of turn 5, almost a 180 degree right hander on the power. Wide entry into turn 6. Long corner, then again heavy braking zone into the again almost 180 right hander of turn 7. Here is the dog leg straight, so there's no border marker on the inside there, but sometimes that is counted as a turn. This, however, is counted as a turn. This is turn 8, flat out left-hander, heavy braking into the 270 degree turn 9. Whoops, and El Nano nearly lost it there. That corner actually tightens as it goes on. Turn 10, right-hander, roughly 90 degrees as he runs a bit too wide. Down to final turn 11. And that is your lap. Onto the start finish straight he comes. Out of interest to see what El Nano's time was on that session, a 1:35.063. About a second and a half or so slower than his qualifying time. 1:20 or just under to go then. Let's have a look, see who else we can find. So we had Worn Tyre, the Aston, our pole sitter for this race. Let's see what he is able to do. El Nano Enzo's come out for a little play, or the game has picked up the wrong car. The game has picked up the wrong car. Here's Mr. Alcon in his McLaren. He is, where is he? He's just coming around turn 2. 50 seconds remaining. Seri is not on circuit. Ease Neptune's just coming around turn 1. Ironic's not out. Brax is having a trundle around turn 9. The tightening left-hander. Vice Guy and probably Hamish Sopwith having their own little scrap there on the entrance to turn 9. Whoa! That's Hamish Sopwith trying to rearrange the back end of Vice Guy's car there. So Viso's not out. Brando asks Jan Decoy. Is it Jan Decoy bouncing? Yes, he is. He's clearly listening to some fun music in there. Relo, Umar Ahmed, Attila, Solar, me, Zip Plumber, LT147, and Hamish Sopwith had decided to throw it into the barrier. And Pan. So then, wallop. Right, so that is the practice session done. Qualifying session has finished. Unfortunately, because I have not got my wheel set up, I will not be able to clear any ghost cars out of the way. That is my fault, unless my control pad is wanting to act. Let's just see if my control pad wants to act as... No, it doesn't. So I will be getting out of the way as soon as I can. I've got 2 cars behind me, so I will need to get out of the way as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Enzo is deemed to be starting from the back. That is such a shame. 3, 2, 1, and let me get out of the way. Aha, now Enzo looks like Enzo is coming through the middle of the pack there to reclaim his second position. And there he is. Away goes Warm Tyre. Very well done, gentlemen. Excellent stuff. Allow Enzo. Oh, that's El Nano not allowing Enzo to reclaim his second position, unless El Nano beat Enzo in the last. I don't think he did, but he may have actually, after Enzo had disconnected, El Nano may have set a quicker time. I don't believe he did. And there we go. Enzo has reclaimed his second place. Well done, gentlemen. Well done indeed. So then the pack is led away by Warm Tyre. Through turn 1 they come. And turn 2, as we see, is a little bit of a gap to Solar, our newcomer for this series. Just coming through turn 3 then. Whoops, is that someone running a bit wide there? Yes, that's Zip Plumber getting himself in a little bit of trouble. That's almost certainly going to earn him a cut track penalty there. So he's going to have to reclaim his position. There he goes, he's back underway again. Yep, so he's going to come back up through the field and reclaim his starting position around 8th or 9th or so. 8th, I think. Oh no, slightly higher, beg your pardon. Up he comes then. And there he is. What is he doing? He was not 4th. He's going to have another cut track penalty there, trying to figure out his starting place, or he's simply pulled aside. No, it looks like he's got back underway in 9th. No, he's coming back through the field again. Or is he going to settle it? I'm sure he was around there. I'm sure he was 8th position. Looks like he settled in 8th. Looks like he's settled in 8th position now. Yes, he is. There he is. Oh, no. No, he's overtaken the field again. What is he doing? What is he doing? Okay, I'm not really understanding what Zip Plumber is doing here. As I'm not in TeamSpeak, I'm not really... I'm not privy to the conversations going on here, but as we can see here, Warm Tyre forming the pack up. Unless Zip Plumber had damage, he's going into the pits. That's why he was able to jump ahead of the field, because he's got damage as a result of a starting incident. It is allowed under the rules if there is a starting problem of some description, either ghost cars or lag or something like that. He is allowed to come through the field and pit, but he will end up starting from the back of the field. And Warm Tyre has led them around the field. Away he goes. We are racing here at the Dubai Autodrome. Warm Tyre gets on the gas early on, but Enzo is not letting him out of his sight. That's El Nano trying to hold off Solar on the way down to turn 1. Warm Tyre giving himself a little tiny bit of breathing space. Do we have any incidents? Let's just follow the pack through the first turn. They're all coming through it too quickly. Doesn't look like there's any major incidents. A few changes of position, but no major crashes going on. We look further down the field. Looks like everyone's behaving themselves, broadly speaking. Infected Space, Ironic, he's Neptune, Hamish Sopwith, there's Erty, and there's Zip Plumber. He is on his way as well. So everyone is through unharmed, it seems. Oh, is El Nano having a look on the inside for second place Enzo, but no such luck. Warm Tyre holding Enzo off, but Enzo is giving him all the pressure he can apply here on the first lap as they come through. I've lost track on where we are, I'm afraid. They are just coming around turn 7. But when Enzo's having a look on the inside of Warm Tyre, but no, Warm Tyre had that one covered off. The Astons are so close together. The rest of the field has got a little bit of breathing space. Oh, Enzo going for an inside maneuver. Oh, if he can make that stick, that would be an incredible move. Oh, he's run slightly wide, but he's then got the inside of turn 10. But no, and there's impact between Warm Tyre and Enzo. And El Nano's looking to capitalise on that particular mistake. But no, the three of them holding position. But El Nano's then got the inside. He's going to force Enzo to lose that second position, and he does. El Nano gets himself to second place, but Enzo's looking to get in the slipstream and take that position straight back. He's on the inside as they complete the first lap. Enzo is on the inside for turn one. Looks like he's going to claim that second position back. And does he or does he not? Does El Nano just have the pace to hold on? No. Enzo has reclaimed that second position. Oh, but he's run wide as a result of it. Oh, and he's going to call. Oh, and that's impact. That's impact with Mr. Alcon. That was Mr. Alcon's McLaren that caught Enzo's. Oh, goodness me, Enzo, with all the misgivings he's had. Disconnection and then an impact on the second lap. He is down to 19th place. Oh, goodness people, look at that. Wow, Mr. Alcon losing out to Seri there. So we didn't have a great race now. Oh, there's the camera getting stuck as Warm Tyre's giving himself some space. There's El Nano in second position holding off Solar. The Solar's got the inside line for the next turn. Is he going to be able to take that? He does. Bang, and there's impact between the Bentley and the McLaren. And that is Branderos in the M3 flying through, taking advantage of the impact between Solar and El Nano. So Branderos jumps straight through and trying on to get on Warm Tyre's case. Solar holding off El Nano as they come round turn 9 with that's Seri in the Aston just behind El Nano as well. Down towards 10-11 they come. Warm Tyre still leading, but not by much, just 2.5 seconds lead for him. Down they come then, third place. Solar's keeping El Nano at bay. What a start for this series for this driver. Good job. Branderos is not far ahead either of the Bentley. Warm Tyre beginning to stretch his legs then at the front. Oh, it looked like Solar went a little bit wide down on the exit of turn 2. But able to keep it going, and he's reading in Branderos by the look of it. Oh, goodness me, is that El Nano's in trouble? El Nano did not have a great drive out of turn 3 and has lost 4th place to Seri. Seri in the Aston's gone through. El Nano's having to hold off Mr. Alcon, the two McLaren teammates. Okay, it's Esteban Viso, beg your pardon, that's now behind El Nano. He's overtaken Mr. Alcon. Is Mr. Alcon suffering because of the damage on his car? He looks like he's a little bit slow on the exit of turn 5 as he's now got Relo 7105 in the roof on his tail. With Brax 110 already behind. It sounded like there was impact there. Oh, there was. Who's that? Is that Esteban Viso? It is. What happened to Esteban Viso? He's all over the place. Oh, goodness me. He was right at the head of this pack. He's now back down in 10th. Goodness me. So Attila up to 9. Mr. Alcon on the inside holding off Brax 10. Brax 110, he's still able to do so just about. Reno 7105 is up to 6th place then, with El Nano back up to 5th. Seri is got a little bit of space fore and aft. In 4th place, there's Solar in the Bentley. Now, free of McLaren, able to see if he can reel in the M3 ahead of him of Branderos. Warm Tyre then is really beginning to get some distance. But Branderos is keeping him in sight. Mind you saying that, looking at the leads, his leads actually diminished slightly. It was about 2.5 seconds when Warm Tyre came over the line last time, and Branderos has closed him in a little bit. So as they come round turn 4 then, Warm Tyre holds on to the lead. Branderos, as the camera is completely lost. There we go, we're on the back straight then. As you can hear that roaring Bentley behind Branderos. There you go, you can see just about the top, there's certainly the top 3, but there is the other Aston Martin of Seri in 4th position. What a race we've had so far. We're only 4 laps in. Solar 3, Seri in 4. There's El Nano in 5th in the McLaren. He is ahead of the squabbling pack over Ruth behind. Rito 7105, Brax 110. Mr. Alcon has lost that position to Brax 110. Look at this chain here. Mr. Alcon in the McLaren. That's Esteban Viso in I missed what happened to him. I heard a bang and suddenly saw him at the end of the track, so I don't know whether there was impact between him and somebody else. He's finding off Attila. Attila's got the inside line, but he's gone too deep. He's gone too deep into turn 9, and Esteban says, I will have that back, thank you very much. But anything can happen in this big old pack here. We have Umar Ahmed just behind here as the camera's refusing to change. There we go. Umar Ahmed, there's Vice Guy in 12 holding off Infected Space. In the Corvette, there's East Neptune. Pan, Enzo is right the way down here, 16th, trying to make up some time then. Hamish Sopwith. Oh, Ertie is in trouble. Ertie is overcooked it on the final turn, but he is away again. This Zip Plumber after a disastrous start for the McLaren, and ironic, oh goodness, oh my goodness, look at the state of his car. What on earth has happened to you? I think Ironic has been having some terrible steering trouble. If he continues like that, I will be stunned. Back into the front then, the camera is lost. There is the leader, Worn Tyre. He is not able to shake off that M3 at all. Branderos keeping him in check. He has a 2-second lead, but that can change at a moment's notice. And there is no ignoring that roaring Bentley of Solar. Just a second and a half between him and second place Branderos. Seri in a good spectator seat to take advantage of any mishappenings going on ahead of him. El Nano's having to look in his rear view mirrors over the two roofs of Relo 7105 and Brax 110. Oh goodness me, that's Relo's running too wide. Brax is going to have a look on the inside of turn 9, but no, Relo just managed to recover in time to hold on to his 6th place as they come down over the crest towards turn 11. That's El Nano in the McLaren you see ahead. So Relo didn't have a great turn through turn 11. Will Brax be able to capitalise on this as they complete lap 6? Through they come then, he's going to have the slipstream, he's going to have a look on the inside line, but decides better of it. Oh, as they come down, is Brax going to have a look on the inside? No, he thought better of it and then went for it again. Esteban Viso is in 8th now ahead of Attila. But again, you've got a big old pack here. Umar Ahmed, Vice Guy, Infected Space. I'm assuming it's ironic that they've gained a place off because they've all gained a position. It's East Neptune. He was having a look on the inside of the Corvette, but decided better of it. And Enzo, he's up to 14th position now after a horrific start. Oh, look at that! He's blasted past Neptune. Did Neptune let him pass, or did he just have a superior drive out of the previous corner? Do not know. So come round turn 5. Enzo then shaping up the Corvette of Infected Space. What can he do there? Let's just look further up the field. Look at this. This small air pack is still squabbling as Brax is holding off Relo 7105. He's claimed that position somewhere. Whilst I wasn't looking, oh, there's impact. That's El Nano that's flown off the track. Brax 110 has given him a bit of a tap. And there is El Nano reclaiming 7th position then. Just ahead of Esteban Viso. He will not be pleased about that as they come over the crest towards turn 11. There are the two roofs that he was previously ahead of. Back up to the front then. Worn Tyre, look at that. The M3 is visibly closer to the Aston Martin then. Worn Tyre is having to defend, or will be having to defend from the M3. He will not have this race all to himself by any stretch. Worn Tyre, Branderos, Solar. Seri is losing touch with the podium 3, but is still there. Will still capitalise if a mistake occurs in those positions. Here we are, back with this pack again. Brax 110 holding off Relo 7105, and the camera's looking in the wrong place. That was Enzo we saw there on the outside of turn 3. There's Relo. There's El Nano. Where's Brax gone? Brax has taken Relo whilst I wasn't looking. Oh no, he wasn't. He was there already. So that's me not paying attention. Well, I'm paying attention. I just can't remember these things. Right. Brax, Relo, El Nano, Esteban Viso in this pack of 4. The two roofs squabbling away. Ooh, that is so close. Oh, I'm just looking at the gap at the front there. Look at this. Oh, that was so close to a cut track penalty there for one time. He just managed to keep 2 tyres on the white line to keep that turn legal, but Branderos is right with him. Look at that. Branderos looked like he was able to maintain a much tighter line through turn 11, and that could be the difference that is giving Branderos the edge at the moment. Down towards turn 1 they come again on lap 9, and that is who is that? Who is that that's coming out of the pits? Is that Erty? Is that Erty 147 we see coming out of the pits? It is. So Erty 147 has been through the pits already. He will be stuck in the middle of that pack unless he can get out of Solar's way. But look at this. We could be seeing the lead changing hands very soon as Branderos and Waltire get back onto the start-finish straight again. That's a really close camera angle that happens there. Heavy braking zone for turn 5. Branderos again taking a much tighter line than Waltire is. Waltire could be on a different tyre strategy to that of the M3. We simply do not know. Up they come then towards turn 7. And Solar has managed to get past the lapped runner of Erty 147 without too much fuss. Through turn 8 they come. Heavy braking over turn 9. Looks like Waltire is still able to just get enough pace on the straights to keep the M3 at bay. But how long for? Branderos seems to be able to maintain a much tighter line through the corners than the Aston. Over the crest. Turn 11. Round they come. Yeah, you can see visibly the difference in lines between Branderos and Waltire there. It seems to be working for Branderos, but Waltire is still able to keep the M3 at bay. I want to look to see what the other battles are doing, but I have a funny feeling if I look away the lead will change. Through turn 1. Round turn 2. Again, there we go. There's Branderos trying a different line to that of Waltire to try and get some more pressure on the Aston. But whilst they're doing that, this will be enabling Solar to catch them. Seri has been dropped really from this chasing pack of 3. If we just go on board with Branderos, you can see the gap there. And we're going back to Solar. One mistake, but if the top 2 come to grief, oh, like that, and too deep into turn 5 for Waltire. Branderos now on the outside of turn 6. Oh, and Waltire expertly defended there, and Branderos, good job for not allowing impact, but that will bring Solar right with him. You can hear the roaring Bentley behind them. So then, the lead remains with the Aston Martin of Waltire. We switch back to the external camera. Down to the braking zone of turn 9. Is Waltire already facing tyre problems, or is he simply on a harder tyre compound? Who knows, but because of the manoeuvres we've just seen, that is bringing Solar into this scrap as well as they come around the final turn again to complete lap 10. I'm keeping an eye on the board as well to see if there's any other position changes, not that I can see at this stage. This fight has got a lot of legs still on it as yet. Round turn 2. Short straight down to turn 3. Through turn 4 onto the back straight one again. Let's just again hop on board with Branderos. Again, the Aston's just able to get enough power to the tarmac to keep the gap as it stands, but will he have braking trouble into this turn again? Nope, it looks like he was able to behave himself this time, much to Branderos's dismay. Through turn 6 they come. There we just saw in the back of the shot there was Seri's Aston. Again you see Branderos taking a much tighter line through the previous turn, but again he's not able to capitalise on he's not able to force a move on the Aston, but this is bringing Solar right into it now. Through turn 8 they come. Heavy braking zone of turn 9, but again he's too far back to force a move, but Waltire's taking a much wider line as he goes for a much later apex than Branderos does on turn 9. That could just simply be different driving style. Over the crest down to turn 11 again. Didn't look like Branderos had a great run through turn 11 then. But down the start finish down the start finish straight once more. Still less than a second between the top 2. Into turn 1, still following the same order as before. Just looking through the field, what other battles do we have? I know as soon as I look away from these two they're going to swap places, so I'm going to stick with these two for now as they come through turn 3, round turn 4. Warntire had a great run then through turn 4, but Brandoros is still right with him. No, again, if you're on the onboard shot, we can see that it's just able to... Warntire's just able to maintain that gap. It looks like they're building a gap lane back to Solar. Again, Brandoros gets very, very close into turn 5, but not able to do anything with it. Again, here they come up to... I've lost track. Where are we? That's turn 7. Big pardon, I lost track on where we were there. Brandoros staring at the back of that Aston. Down through turn 9. So very close. Solar still keeping a decent spectator spot on these two. Over the crest again. Oh, Brandoros went for a very early apex then. Will it make a difference? Only time will tell as they come down towards turn 1. It's not a massive braking zone into turn 1. Well, I say that it is a fairly decent braking zone, but not in comparison to other corners in the race. They still carry a fairly decent speed through it, but again, Brandoros not able to put enough pressure on the Aston to force a mistake. He's not able to make a dive on the inside without taking the Aston with him. Through 3 and 4 again. Onto the back straight. Now Brandoros, is he closer? He is closer. We will be seeing an attempt. He's in the slipstream this time. Can he get enough speed up and make a dive on the inside of turn 5? No. It looked like Warntire went for a very defensive move, but Brandoros is going to have a good drive out of turn 5. No, Warntire is able to keep him off for the short run down to turn 6, but he's really close now. He's able to put on the pressure that he's been wanting to put on. Warntire going for the very defensive line there. Brandoros trying to get the racing line, but no, there's an Aston on the apex. And that is going to hold up Brandoros. Will this bring Solar into this battle? He's been lurking in the background there for quite a few laps. They are so close. Warntire having to really defend against the M3. Around turn 9 they come once again. Brandoros keeping that much tighter line, whereas Warntire's just able to keep enough speed to keep the M3 at bay. But how long for? He's visibly closer this time. And again, look at that, this impact! Oh my goodness, the impact at turn 11 for the M3 and the Aston. And that's going to bring Solar right into it. Solar didn't lose any speed through turn 11. He's gone with the inside. Flies past Brandoros. Does he claim second? He does. But what's he going to do? He's gone for the lead as well. Oh my goodness me. Almost 3 wide into turn 1. And Solar's got the lead. Solar's got the lead after the impact between the Aston and the M3. But it Warntire straight through them. He's going to go too deep into turn 3 as a result of it. Solar now wedges himself in between these two, scrapping for the leads. Warntire's gone straight for the inside line to defend. Let's just jump on board with Brandoros here. We'll see the distance between the Bentley and the Aston. Brandoros has definitely lost a little bit of a gap, but he will make that up. Oh, Solar going right for the inside line there, but Warntire holding him off. And again, gone for the switchback. Warntire's gone too wide. Is he going to lose the lead after all this time? Hey, Warntire's got the inside again for turn 7. Oh, it's impact between the Aston and the Bentley. That's going to allow Brandoros through. Brandoros has got the lead, and not the way that he would have thought. And Solar has got second over Warntire. Warntire was very slow to get back away again after that impact. He's lost a tremendous amount of time to the Bentley. Goodness me, he's already the best part 3 seconds down. Wow, that is not what I thought would happen at all. So Brandoros is your new race leader then, as he comes up to turn 11 to complete lap 14 in the lead. But he has the new boy Solar in the Bentley right behind him. Just about able to catch my breath now. 1.5 seconds between the front two, and there is Warntire. He's lost a tremendous amount of time. You can see for yourself the time that the Aston Martin has lost. So the lead battle continues, but with a new pairing of Brandoros and Solar. Solar keeping the pressure on the M3 driver then. They come through turn 4 onto the back straight. This is possibly where the Bentley has a little bit of an advantage over the M3, but the M3 will be nippier through the corners. Yeah, absolutely right, Blatey. Kapow, indeed. Oh no, Branderos has gone wide. Branderos has gone wide at turn 5, and Solar has gone through. Solar was taking that one to himself. Goodness me. You see the gap that they've already opened up to the Aston behind Solar. New Boy on the block. New Boy in the league has taken the lead. Wow, one rare mistake then from Branderos has allowed the Bentley of Solar to come through into the lead then. As they come through turn 8. Branderos still on Solar's tail. Round turn 9. There you see one tyre. Turn 10. Over the crest again. Now I'm able to catch my breath. Round turn 11. Branderos again. You see that tight line that Branderos likes to take through turn 11. And he's a little bit too far back. If we go to the onboard shot, we can see he's too far back to make a move on the inside of turn 1. Bentley and BMW then. Britain versus Germany. Round turns 1 and 2. Into the chicane complex of turn 3 and 4. Looks like the Bentley's going to hold that to himself for now. Again, one mistake, as we've already seen. Look at the gap that the Bentley has to himself. He's going to retain the lead through that corner unless he goes too wide. He looks pretty well behaved that time. One tyre 3. Oh, he's gone too deep again into that turn. He's not having a good time at turn 5 at all. There's his teammate Seri in 4th position. With Brax 110 now staring at him. They've lost the other... Where's Rilo gone? He's lost some distance. There's Esteban Viso in the McLaren. There is Rilo. The camera's getting stuck. Attila and Enzo. Enzo's made his way back up to 9th position after a horrific start. Has made his way back into the field and is in 9th fighting Attila. Let's watch these two for a moment as they come through turn 7. Oh, Enzo looking on the inside of Attila. Is he going to be able to do so? Roof holding a defensive line all the way down through turn 8. What can Enzo do here? Is he going to be able to get him on turn 9? No, he remains just behind the roof. Round they come then. Enzo taking quite a different line there, trying to get a faster line on the exit of turn 10. Oh, running a tad wide there. Is he going to have a look on the inside of turn 11? Not at the moment. Oh, he does! Oh, Attila runs wide and Enzo... Oh, there's impact between the two! Impact between Enzo and Attila. And Enzo allows Attila back through, it looks like. He does indeed. Enzo allows Attila to reclaim 8th position, but as a result of it, Enzo still has the inside lines. He's going to go towards turn 1, and no, he allows Attila to properly retake 8th position. Very sportsmanlike of you. Let's have a look further down the field. There's Vinesky in his roof, on his own, in 10th position. Zip Plummer in his McLaren. He's around there somewhere. The camera will change. There he goes. Hamish Sopwith in his Z4 is in a big old scrap here. Hamish Sopwith, Pan, Umar Ahmed, and East Neptune in a 4-way battle of their own here. I'm just looking up and down the field to see what other gaps we've got. It looks like the lead battle is spacing out a bit, so I can run the risk of looking further down the field. In the back of the shot there is Infected Space on his own, as is Mr. Alcon. There's Infected Space, Mr. Alcon. Where is he? Where is he? He's just coming through. He's completely on his own coming through turn 3. There's Ironic still going with that horrific damage and being lapped by the field. El Nano's retired. And RT147 has invented his own spectator spot there on the outside of turn 11. And there is me. Back up to the front then. That's Solar on the back straight coming down towards turn 5. You can see... Oh no, big pardon. That's turn 1 he's heading towards. Get my straights wrong. He's already built up for himself a nearly 2-second lead there over Branderos. That's impressive. So the Bentley then beginning to stretch his legs. It looks like Solar was playing the long game there. Oh, has Relo come to grief? I think he has. He's very slow on the exit of turn 11. I think he's come to grief somewhere around here. Oh, was Hamish Sopwith as well? Oh, Hamish Sopwith is in the pits. Hamish Sopwith, I believe, is the first man to pit. Then on lap 18, 23 laps to go. Jump back up to the front, then we see Solar. Where is that? That is on the way down to turn 7. You see the gap there to the M3. It looked for a while, whilst Branderos was fighting with one tyre, that Solar wasn't able to keep up. It could have been he was keeping his tyres fresher for this particular push at the end of the stint. We're saying Hamish has come in, so really from now, for the next probably 5, maybe 10 laps, we're probably going to see people coming in for their pit stop, if they are going to do a pit stop at all. Last week we saw a 0 pit stop race from the top 3, which went to their favour, but that was a wet race, of course. So who knows what's going to happen here. Solar comes round turn 11 to complete lap 18. We fast approach the halfway point in this race. Solar, Branderos, one tyre also comes around the last turn to complete that lap. There's Brax 110 then elevated to 4th. Where's Seri gone? Seri's in the pits as well. Seri comes into the pits from, I believe it was 4th position. Yes, it was. So Brax is elevated. Seri, Esteban Viso rather, is estimated. Esteban Viso is elevated to 5th position as Seri is in the pits. There he is. Attila comes through to claim 6th. And that will be Enzo claiming 7th position. But of course, they will need to pit soon as well. I can't imagine anyone's going to try and do a 0 pit stop race at a track like this in the dry. It doesn't seem very likely. There's Relo 7105 8th position. That is Zip Plummer getting a decent run on him onto turn 1, but no, the McLaren whole station. Oh, there's impact there. Relo and Zip Plummer coming to grief at turn 1. Zip Plummer went a little bit sideways, but retains his 9th position. However, Vice Guy is right there to try and put pressure on them for that position. Umar Ahmed with Pan and Infected Space right behind him for company. Pan, Infected Space. If the camera would keep up, there's Seri after his pit stop in 14th position. Mr. Alcon and his McLaren. Hamish Sopwith after his pit stop in 16th position now, just coming through turn 2. Just saw a change of position here, and that's Zip Plummer has claimed 8th position from Relo. So Relo's tyres screaming enough then. Looks like Weizgarten's going to have a run on his roof brethren as well, as they come through turn 9. Oh, Relo looks like he's going for a very, very defensive line there. Oh, what's happened to Branderos? Oh, the pitting. Solar is not, but Branderos and Worn Tyre, I believe. Yes, Worn Tyre pitted as well. So we are seeing a flurry of pit stops then. Here comes Worn Tyre. There's Branderos as well. Branderos comes out in 5th position with Worn Tyre directly behind him in 6th. Oh, look at this. We have Vice Guy. We have Rego 7105, I think there's Enzo pitting, Zip Plummer as well. A big old flurry of pit stops. I'm trying to get the camera to point in a worthwhile position at the moment. That's Brax 110, I think. Oh no, Zuma Ahmed, I beg your pardon. There is Enzo coming out in 10th place. After all that, he only actually lost 1 position, I think. Oh, that's Infected Space. Infected Space is coming to grief at turn 1. I thought I saw a sudden drop there. And that is Infected Space losing out for some reason at turn 1. Is that Pan is also coming to the pits? It isn't it? Well, he's just coming out of the pits then. So after a major flurry of pit stops, we see... Let's see where Solar is. He's continuing. Solar is continuing. He is running that one dry. If we just look at the map, we'll see the lead he has. There, the green dot you see is Brax 110 currently in 2nd. He has the entire length of the start-finish straight to himself. At the moment in the lead, Solar. Brax 110 still 2nd, yet to pit in the roof. Esteban Viso in the McLaren 3rd, still he's yet to pit. Attila, he comes into the pit in the roof, which will hand 4th position back to Branderos. Branderos just coming around the final turn now. On fresh boots, he will be looking to close that lead back down. There he goes. Attila demoted. Worn Tyre, he's pitted as well. He will be claiming 5th position. From Attila, there we go. Seri, he's coming around the final turn then. In the Aston, he's looking to climb back up to rather about 4th position he pitted from. So he will be looking to get that back as well. Mr. Alcon, the McLaren, he's yet to pit, I believe. So he's running on borrowed tyre rubber as well as Attila is underway. That sounds like Enzo's coming through. Yes, it is. Enzo claims 8th position. And Attila, out he comes. I think he's going to come out into a big old gap. Oh, there's infected space. He's in as well. He's just starting his pit stop, so he's going to lose number of places. There's Vice Guy. He hasn't pitted. Neither has Zip Plumber, I don't think. That's not Vice Guy. That's Hamish Sopwith. Rilo 7105. He's been through the pits. Umar Ahmed, Pan. So we've got a bit of a pack forming here with a mixture of people that have pitted and those who have not. There's Neptune, and there is Infected Space coming out of the pits then in 17th position. Where's Ironic? Oh my god, that car. That is Brando Ross directly behind him on track. How was Ironic still going? But he is, as Brax 110 currently in the lead, but he is... Okay, that's a bit odd because there's no way he's come through the pits that fast. I think either there's been a bug there or there's something very weird going on there because he's just flown through the pits, it looks like. I think we've got trouble with Brax 110. I think we have trouble with that particular car. There's Brian Rossi's come out. He's gone through ahead of Solar. Oh my word. Where's Brax 110? There he is. He's still going. So it could be that he's tried to have a pit stop and had a pit stop problem, which caused him to fly through the pits. We do know there is an issue that the game reports your pit box has taken. Wow, look at that. Brandoros is back in the lead then, with Solar losing out in the pit stops. Look at him bouncing around there. So Brax 110 currently leads, but he will need to pit very soon. He tried to do so just now and had a problem doing so. There's one tyre in the background. Will he be able to close the two CRG labelled cars ahead of him down? Seri, he's on that back straight, heading down towards turn 5 in 5th position. Throat's beginning to give up. Don't give up now, we've got 19 left to do. That's Mr. Alcon defending from Esteban Viso as he, as the white McLaren defends heavily into turn 5. Will Esteban be able to claim him on turn 6? Not like that, he won't. But can he get alongside him? Oh, Mr. Alcon is defending in every possible way he can. Esteban is not letting him go though, and there's a slight bit of contact as they come around turn 7. They retain the position they're in. Esteban Viso looking to try and bully his way past to claim that 6th place. To jump back up to the top then, that's Brax having another go at the pit stop. Let's see if he gets in this time. Yes, he does. So Brando Ross reclaims the lead. And that lovely sound glitch is making that Bentley sound more like a Chinook helicopter than a GT3 car. But look at the line that Solar had through turn 2. He is right on the bumper of Branderos then. 18 laps remaining. We're over halfway then in this particular race. And that's Brax 110 we see falling through the order because he's in the pit. Worn tyres just come through turn 4. Hoping to close down of the lead 3. Seri, so quite a way back, he's just come through turn 2. There's Esteban Viso, now free of roof, able to try and chase down those ahead of him. Enzo has climbed up to 6. He has been through the pits, and that's Mr. Alcon behind. He's climbed to grief somewhere, as he was fending off Esteban Viso last time we looked at him. So he's lost 2 positions. Oh, what's happened to Seri? What's happened to Seri then? Suddenly saw him descending through the order. He's now down to 7th position. That's a very strange place to lose it. So I'm not sure what happened to Seri there. But he is down to 7th then, elevating Mr. Alcon. Enzo and Esteban Viso a position apiece. And back to this position, and Brando Ross again fending off the ever-charging Bentley of Solar. Through turn 11 they come then onto the start-finish straight. They finished lap 23. Not a lot between them. If we go on board with the Bentley, that is what a second looks like in these cars. Back to the external camera. Down towards turn 1. This seems to be where the Bentley's able to close in on the M3. Taking very, very similar lines through turn 2 rather. Oh, and again, that's much closer than a second now as I come through 3 and 4. Can Solar get a decent run through those through that complex? Can he hang on to the slipstream of the M3, or does the little M3 have the means to get enough gap to the Bentley. It looks like he does this time. So they have hit the brakings over turn 5. Oh, Branderos took a very tight line, which compromised his exit, and Solar took a standard racing line through turn 5. That's going to go to Solar's advantage. But Worn Tyre, could he be reeling in these top 2? Looks like he's featuring more. Oh, that's Solar going wide down into turns 7. So that could be handing the advantage back to Branderos. But don't rule out Worn Tyre. I think he's reeling these 2 in. So again, we could be seeing a 3-way battle forming again for the lead. Esteban Viso in his McLaren. He's got Enzo for company. That battle is starting to get spicy as well, as Enzo's dropped Mr. Alcon behind him. What a recovery drive for Enzo. Originally started second, ended up last, and is back up to 5th position after pit stop. Fantastic effort. Mr. Alcon and his McLaren. Tiny bit of breathing space to Seri. And that's Attila fending off Brax 110 then. Brax 110 out in 9th position after his stop. Such a shame. He was leading due to the pit stops, but he tried to do a pit stop which failed. Back into the ton then, because that gap's getting very small again. Oh, I think Branderos had a much better line through turn 2. Was just able to keep the Bentley at bay. Through 3 and 4 again. Nice and smooth through 4. I think he's going to be too far back to maintain the slipstream from there. If we go on board, we can see he's not as close as he was last lap. Oh, what's happened to Mr. Alcon? He's lost a position there. He's in the pits, that's why. The McLaren of Mr. Alcon is making his pit stop then now. Is that Hamish Sopwith losing a position? Yep, so Hamish Sopwith in the middle of a battle here with Umar Ahmed and Rito 7105. Jump back up through the order then. Here is your top 3. Worn Tyres, I think, is managing little by little to nibble away at the gap between him and Solar. Branderos has been able to get a bit of a gap between him and the Bentley. I'm absolutely baking. I'll have to turn my fan on here. Hopefully that doesn't blow straight down the microphone too much. You'll have to let me know if it does. So then Branderos comes down down towards turn 11. Again we see Branderos and Solar rather close in on him again, but he's too far back to be able to keep the pressure on down the start finish straight. On board with Solar. Oh, if I can't get my camera right, there we go. On board with Solar. That is 1.2 seconds this time, so he has lost a little bit of time. Worn Tyre could be playing the longer game here, but I think he is reeling these 2 in. Little by little, he seems to be gaining on the top 2, and Solar's very close this time as they come through turn 3 and 4. Again, Branderos taking a wider line through 4 this time. If we jump on board with Solar, you can see he's closer this lap. But still, M3 is able to extend the lead on the straights. Oh, now Branderos took a very, very tight line there into turn 5 to keep the Bentley at bay. But still, oh, we just saw the... Was that Solar running wide or simply taking a different line through turn 6? Not entirely sure, but look how close they are now. Solar is right with Branderos as they come through turn 8. Oh, we can hear. Who is that going to be? It's ironic, perhaps, so we can hear ahead of them. Oh, Branderos going for a very defensive line. Solar having to get out of it, and again, Worn Tyre is closing them down. Less than 2 seconds now is between the Bentley and the Aston. Let's have a quick look. It looks like Seri's lost a position to Brax in this 3-way battle. Oh, they just suddenly saw the gap has descended between Branderos and I'm looking at the wrong car. There we go. Solar almost had the inside line there on Branderos on turn 11, but not quite. Has to think about it on the inside of turn 1, but thinks better of it. At that range, I'm not surprised. Looks like Branderos takes a little bit of a wider line through 1 and 2. Solar able to keep with him. Oh, he might have to break a bit early. Look at that. Let's just jump on board with Solar here. Oh, he's gone very wide on the exit of 4. That's going to give Branderos the tiny bit of breathing space he needs. We can even jump back to Worn Tyre, and he's not as close as I thought. Oh, Solar having a look on the inside of turn 5. That made Branderos take a very defensive line on the inside of 5. That's going to again compromise his exit, but it's able to keep Solar at bay. Up towards turn 7 then. But again, that is allowing Worn Tyre to chip away at the lead. He's going to be getting right in there with these two very, very soon. Down towards turn 8 they come. That's definitely a Z4 we can hear ahead. Oh no, that's infected space. That's infected space and ironic we can hear. I think. Looking at the relative overlay there. Through turn 10 then as they come over the crest and down towards 11 once more. Round they come. Oh, Solar was quite wide that time. That's going to hand the advantage back to Branderos as we have 13 laps remaining. And Worn Tyre is again just hearing buzzing away in the background, biding his time. He's got the laps to be able to bide his time. Look how much closer he is than he has been in previous laps. Down towards turn 3 again. There, that's better through turn 4 this time. But again, that N3 is just able to keep the gap. That camera's too close. That N3 is able to keep the gap between him and the Bentley. Heavy brake over turn 5. Very similar lines. Both cars took then through that corner as they come through turn 6. Up the hill towards 7. And Solar's reeled in the M3 again. Can he do anything on the run down through 8? So they start to come downhill. Heavy braking in 9. Branderos going for a much more defensive route. Solar keeping the pressure on Branderos as they come over the crest again. Ooh, Solar running a little bit wide down the exit of 10. That's not going to help, but look how close he is this time. Let's jump on board with Solar. Oh, but Branderos was able to get the power down quite a bit earlier than let's try that again. Branderos was able to get the power down much earlier than Solar, and therefore he has been able to get the gap enough to keep that lead to himself. Round turn 1, through turn 2 again. Worn Tyre is getting closer and closer, lap on lap. Oh, that is close as they come through 3. That's going to compromise Solar through 4 though. On board with Solar again. Let's jump back to Worn Tyre. You can see those cars a little bit bigger this time. Is he gaining quick enough though? That is the question. Through turn 6. We can hear back markers in the distance. That could play a part in this lead battle. Round turn 7. That Bentley must look huge in Branderos's mirrors by now. Through turn 8. Oh, Branderos goes right to the inside straight away, but that's forced him to go wide. Oh, that was nearly impact from Solar, and Worn Tyre's run wide as well. Worn Tyre, that's not going to help his bid to get in this battle. Solar's right with Branderos though. He wasn't able to capitalise on Branderos's mistake there, but he's right with him. Let's jump on board with Solar. No, that was Branderos able to get the power down a little bit earlier than the Bentley and keep the lead to himself, and that is lap 30 we now begin. Coming to turn 1 again. Throat is beginning to give up on me now. Through turn 2 again, Solar able to keep the pressure on at this stage. Through 3. Through 4. Whoa, Branderos took quite a narrow line there. Through turn 4. On board again with Solar, but no, he's not able to gain any. We can just see infected space ahead of us. And look at the defensive line that Branderos takes then, which will... camera stuck again, which does compromise his exit to turns 5. But he has enough pace in the M3 to still keep the Bentley behind him. Round turn 7 they come. Worn Tyres within 1.5 seconds then at that point. Down towards turn 8 then. Oh, and again Branderos taking a very narrow line. Solar trying a much later apex this time to get a much better drive out of turn 9. Through 10. Over the crest. Round 11. Nearly identical lines this time through turn 11. Just hop on board with Solar. Look how close he is! But again, the M3 is just able to get enough power to the tarmac to get that gap big enough to keep Solar at bay. And where's One Tire gone? One Tire's had a problem of some kind. Didn't see what it was, but he has lost a massive amount of time. Did he overcook it at turn 11? And there is a back marker. I think it was Infected Space. Was he trying to get out of the way then? Not sure on that one. Oh, there he is. I thought Infected Space was on the infield there. I beg pardon. But again, we see the M3 is able to keep that gap where it is. And Branderos going right for the inside line straight away. Oh, and that's going to put Solar on his tail. But again, he's not able to do anything with it. Oh, wow. Solar went for a very wide line there. Is Infected Space going to bleed out of it? Yes, he does. And Branderos really having to defend heavily now. And Solar's going to get a better drive at a 7. Is he going to be able to get enough power to the tarmac? It doesn't look like he is. Because Branderos is going to keep the inside of 8. And of course the inside of 9. Oh, goodness me. Oh, Branderos keeping that defensive line into turn 9. Solar not able to do anything with it. Through turn 10 to switch to the external camera. The Corvette looks on to try and slipstream with these two for a little while, and why not? Turn 11. Oh, Solar was a little bit wide there, it looked like. That's going to hand the advantage back to the M3. 9 laps to go then. Down towards turn 1 we come once again. I know there's other views in this race, gentlemen, but I'm sure you can appreciate that this battle is absolutely fantastic at the moment. I'm just looking at the list. I just suddenly realised that Ironic retired quite some time ago, and I'm not really surprised. Looking at the amount of damage he had. Has Relo retired? Just going to quickly check. Has Relo retired? No, he hasn't. He's still there. Just his time checks at 0. I was wondered why. So again, we see this is the back straight in between 4 and 5. Branderos again adopting that very defensive line. Solar going for a late apex to try and get a better drive out of 5, but to no avail. You can see the distance the One Tire's lost on these two. It's going to really put pressure on him to try and catch up with these two now as they come through turn 7. As Solar is trying to find a way through. That would be this is an incredible debut for him, as it was for Ironic when he joined this series a few races ago. Round turn 9 they come there. Whoa, Solar going for a very wide line there, but that didn't help him any either. Over the crest. What do we have here in turn 11? Looks like the M3 took a wider line, able to get the power down that little bit earlier and keep the Bentley at bay yet again. That camera angle's really too close. Down towards turn 1 again. M3 still leads Bentley. Branderos still leaves Solar. Through 2. Solar could probably draw that car by memory by now. He's been staring at it for so long. Through turn 4. Now, he is very close. Is Branderos getting away? I think, yes, he is. He's just able to extend that gap ever so slightly. But again, he's gone for the inside of 5 very early to defend against Solar. Round turn 6. I am running out of throat. Round turn 7 they come then. Again, we can hear One Tire is beginning to close that gap again, but he is running out of laps this time. Through turn 8 they come. Down towards turn 9. Branderos again. Oh, Branderos gone very wide. Oh, that was nearly impact between the top 2 cars there. Solar just managing to keep his nose out of Branderos' car there. Through turn 11 again. You can see how close this is. Jump on board with Solar. That's very, very wide on the exit of turn 11. And again, Brando Ross had a clean exit on turn 11 and is able to give himself just that amount of breathing space he needs to retain the lead into turn 1 once again. 7 laps to go then. Down through 2. Down towards 3. Always makes me wince when I see that. It does look like there's going to be impact now. Brando Ross had a wider line through that turn. And look at that. Solar's right with him then. Can he do anything with it? And Brando Ross yet again going straight for that inside line. Now I said earlier that I1 is retired. Yeah, I've just seen his lap count go. I'm just going to jump back. Is he still running? No, he's not. I was going to say I'm sure he's not running. I just got confused. I thought his lap count was going up. That's how many laps he is behind. I do beg your pardon. Solar then still staying behind Brando Ross. Through turn 8 they come. You are indeed correct, Leahy. That this battle has been fantastic. Again, Brando Ross going a little bit wide there on turn 9, but Solar's not able to do anything with it. Oh, I'm just going to have a quick look at Seri. Is he coming to grief somewhere? Where's Seri? Yes, he has. Look at the damage on his car. Oh, goodness me. Seri's had an accident of some description, and he has dropped through the order. Oh, goodness me. That is an ugly looking front. Let's just jump back up quickly to the lead battle. Back at turn 1. Through they come then. Still holding station. Brando Ross ahead of Solar. Down towards turn 3. Brando Ross taking a narrower line, I think, through turn 4 than Solar. Well, look at the gap this time. Brando Ross definitely had the better run through those curves than the Bentley. Not so defensive this time into turn 5 as he has been in previous laps. That's allowed him to take a much more normal racing line and get into a normal rhythm there. But still, his mirrors are full of Bentley, which isn't hard considering how big the Bentley is. Round turn 7 they come, and that is the aforementioned battered Aston Martin of Seri. He's lost another position to Pan. Will we see back markers? Oh, well done, Seri, getting well out of the way of the leading pair. Oh, Solar going for a wider line into turn 9. But to no avail. Still held off by Brando Ross. Turn 11 once more. Identical lines through turn 11 then. But a slightly wider exit for Solar. Again, that is... that's still not giving him any favours though. Look at that. Brando Ross having to defend much earlier than normal. It's Solar going to go for an inside on turn 2. Oh, that is so close. But no, he retains that. So he remains rather in that second position. But Brando Ross has run wide at 3. That's going to compromise him at 4. Is Solar going to be able to do anything this time? He is right with him. That Brando Ross is not able to extend that gap. Brando Ross going for the inside already. Oh, Solar is looking at the inside of turn 5. Can he do anything with it? He's going to go for a late braking move. But there he goes. Brando Ross is staying with it on the outside, but no! Solar's got him! Can he make a stick? Yes, he can! Solar has finally, with 5 laps remaining, he's taken the lead from Brando Ross! Oh my goodness me! Series newcomer Solar has taken the lead in his first outing in the Bentley, but he's got 5 laps to him in order to hang on to it. Can he do so? He's got Pan and Mr. Alcon within screaming distance ahead of him by the sound of it. Oh, as Solar goes a little bit deep into turn 9, Brando takes a much tighter line, and we see that's Worn Tyre getting very keen on this action again. Oh, that's Seri! We've just seen Seri buried in the wall there. That's he aimed for the pit entrance and missed. What's happened to Seri? Has he decided just to throw it into the wall and call it a day then? Solar then, your new race leader on lap 37. 4 laps to go. Entering turn 1 with less than a second lead over Branderos then. There's Worn Tyres going to be getting interested in this mixture. With 4 laps to go, this is going to be fascinating. Worn Tyres right in there. Has Branderos run out of tyres? Onto the back straight again. So look at the gap between Branderos and Solar at this point. 1.7 seconds. And we come back to Worn Tyre. He's been gaining on these, quarrelling too for quite a few laps. Has he got enough laps to do it? He took a very narrow line into turn 5 there. We'll switch back to the external camera. There is Solar. Almost equidistant then between the top 3. Solar trying to build on that lead at the front then, able to do so little by little. Let's just look at Branderos. It looks like he's going to be fending off the Aston now instead of the Bentley. Solar looks like he's got this one to himself unless he makes a mistake or unless he comes a cropper with the back markers. Anything is still possible in this race as Mr. Worn Tyre is really getting interested in Branderos now. Oh, you can see Series unusual spectators position there again. Round 10 11 again. Solar really is beginning to get some legs on his lead there. We just look at him then. That's a terrible camera angle. Come on, change. There he is in turn 1, or coming up to turn 1. You don't even see Branderos in the camera shot. There we go, and then Worn Tyre's right with him. Branderos runs the risk of losing another position then in the closing stages of this race. Worn Tyre, it looks like he's been saving his tyres till now. Has he got enough in his car to be able to push for Solar, I wonder? Let's just go on board with Worn Tyre then on the back of Branderos. Looks like he's gaining on the M3. Branderos having to go defensive already before turn 5. It looks like Worn Tyre's going to go for an outside manoeuvre. That's forced Branderos wide. Worn Tyre's got the switch back on the inside, and there he goes. Worn Tyre has taken the second position in a grand style. Branderos has lost out to the Aston again. Can Worn Tyre chase down race leader Solar? Now this will get interesting if he can. But with 3 laps remaining and just under 4 seconds to close, that is going to be a feat and a half. Has Worn Tyre been conserving in tyres? Oh, the irony of that sentence. Oh, but he's run very wide at turn 9. That's either an exceedingly wide exit at turn 9 or he made a mistake on the braking area of turn 9. Through he comes in over the crest. Through turn 11. Solar then. There is the BMW of Pan in 13th place. Not really in Solar's way. There you can see from Worn Tyre's perspective the gap he has to close down with 2 laps in which to do it. That's 5 seconds near enough that he would have to close down. That's Pan getting out of the way for turn 2 as well. Good job on you, sir. Solar leads then with Worn Tyre second. Able to keep Branderos struggling in through at bay. Let's have a look further down the field. Enzo, what a recovery drive for you. Started second, down to last, and back up to 4th then. Brilliant recovery drive for you. Unfortunately, I've not been able to talk about you at all for about 3/4 of the race. Esteban Viso in the McLaren just comes around to complete lap 38. Brax 110 not far behind. There's Zip Plummer, he's fending off the roof of Attila as they come down to turn 11. Is Attila going to go for an inside manoeuvre on turn 11? He does, and goes through to 7th place. The roof claiming up to himself, but will the McLaren get a bit of drive on the exit of turn 11? Who knows, who knows? He's side by side heading down towards turn 1. Doesn't look like it. Oh, it's something happened to Una. Where's Umar Ahmed? There he is. No, it's nothing's happened to him as such. It's just a battle going on between these two, and I missed the overtake there. Oh, and Zip Plummer and Attila are still at it. They come down towards turn 3. Zip Plummer now on the inside. Now it's advantage Attila on the exit of 4. Zip Plummer's just got the pace, has he? To hold on to the position. He does, but Attila now will have the inside for turn 5. As we are in the final lap of this race. Oh, Zip Plummer's gone very, very wide. Oh, no, he just hanged on to that 7th position from Attila. Let's have a look at our race leader. Where is he? It's not Worn Tyre. There he is. That's Solar. He's coming through turn 3 and 4 now with Umar Ahmed directly ahead of him. Umar's not really going to be in his way. Worn Tyres, 2 minutes of a gap, and he's losing time. It's over 5 seconds now. Branderos has closed slightly on the Aston. It's going to take a mistake from Worn Tyre for Branderos to retake that position. But even still, Worn Tyre's taking no risks as he defends on the inside of turn 5. Branderos having a think about it, but not really able to do anything with it. As they come through 6, where is Solar? There he is. That's coming round 7. Worn Tyre and Branderos, a battle is continuing. Worn Tyre going deep into turn 7. Does Branderos have anything left in that BMW to challenge for second place? Through turn 8 they come. Where is Solar? There he is, just coming through 9. There's Worn Tyre still ahead. Oh, he went for a wider line through turn 9. Here comes Solar then. He's over the crest for the final time through turn 11. So then, ladies and gentlemen, here is your race winner for the Dubai International Circuit. It is Solar. Brilliant stuff in the Bentley. Second place, just hanging on to it, is Worn Tyre in the Aston. The final podium position going to Branderos in the M3. Pan is not 4th, I'm afraid. It is Enzo is the very worthy recipient of 4th position. Where is he? Look how far back he is. And there he is, just coming around turn 9 with Esteban Visa directly behind him. As the positions get all jumbled up because of the way that the game wrongly positions people, as we all know. Over the crest for the final time. Here comes Enzo to claim a brilliant 4th place. Absolutely wonderful recovery drive for him. Over the line then for Enzo to claim 4th, and there is, where's Esteban Vito? There he is. McLaren of Esteban Vito in a very decent 5th position. Brax 110 claiming 6th in the roof. Who claimed 7? Attila, I believe it is. Where are you? There he is. There's Attila just holding off Zip Plummer for 7th position. Zip Plummer comes home in 8th. Pan, I think, has already crossed the line. He is registered in 9 with Umar Ahmed 10. Hamish Sopwith crawling around turn 5 in 11th position. There's Infected Space in the Corvette in 12. Vitsky, I think Vitsky might still be running. He's fending off Mr. Alcon. Currently showing in 13th. Does he jump up? He does. He jumps up to 9th with Mr. Alcon just behind him in 10th position. Great fight there between these two right at the end. Is Neptune claiming 11th in the Aston Martin. So that pushes Pan and crew from 12, Umar Ahmed 13, Hamish Stop with 14, Infected Space 15. Seri is in the pits, so at some point he's already thrown himself into the pit in 16th. We lost, ironic, very early on in this race, we lost him a good 12 laps ago in the M3. El Nano in the McLaren RT147 is still on his outside of circuit spectators position. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this absolutely thrilling race here at the Dubai Autodrome. My name is King-Kodiak, and I will see you next time for the AOR GT3 Pro League Round 7. Thank you very much, and good night.